Welcome to my home for the next little while. This episode, I want to get to making my Zenite and potentially making a second Zenite if I happen to get lucky. We're currently sitting at 86 crafting, which means with a +4 boost, I'm able to make the Ring of Suffering, but I don't really know which one I want yet. I'm leaning Anguish, but in order to give myself the full range of options, I'm going to get up to 94 crafting, meaning I can +4 boost for any of them, as the highest one is at 98, and it just gives me that freedom of security. If I get a Zenite, I don't need to worry about coming back and getting more sand and training up my crafting. I've already mined up 11.7k buckets of sand, and to get up to 94, we need to get about 25,000. Well, I did not know this was a thing, but the maximum amount of sandstone he can store is 25,000 buckets worth. So we're going to have to claim the sand. I was hoping to keep it all in there. But it cost 50 coins each, so this should cost me 1.2 mil. Yeah, and our cash stack's now below 1 mil, which is a little concerning. But that's enough sand to get us to 94 crafting. And because I can't store all of it up, and I'm going to have to come back here anyway, I thought, you know what, I might as well just do it later and not worry about it. There are two main methods when doing the seaweed. You can either do 3x18, which means 3 seaweed and 18 buckets of sand, or you can do this thing called 318 pickup. And I just do the 318 pickup because that means less farm runs in the long run. So what I do is I pay attention to the molten glass that's on the ground. There's currently about 12. Whenever this more options gets above 50, I go ahead and start picking up the molten glass and putting it in my inventory instead of taking out another inventory seaweed and sand. The one thing to note is that when you're doing pickup, it's about 1.6 per bucket, so 9.6 per seaweed, which leads to about 700 crafting XP per seaweed. I was talking, I went a little overboard. So yeah, what I do is I just spam click here. But if you don't bother with picking up the crap that's on the ground, it ends up being like 1.45. So it's 10% less. So if you don't care about doing 10% more seaweed runs and having the molten glass making the 10% longer or 10% more casts, then you can go ahead and just ignore it on the ground. I've done the math, and with our 57.7k molten glass and all these uncut gems, we have 94 crafting banked now to just spend 30 hours making light orbs. It's going to be my life for the next little while, either sitting at the farming guild or the seaweed spore patch, whichever my farm run ends at. And yeah, just in between the herb runs, making either lantern lenses or once we hit 87, making some light orbs. Apologies if you can hear the washer in the background. It's laundry day, and I need to do this clip. Woot! 87 crafting. That means we can make light orbs instead of lantern lenses. And that means we now get 70 experience per instead of 55 per. And the fact that we can make about like 1,800 an hour means we're getting well over 100k XP per hour now. Probably broaching 125 or 130k XP per hour, which is super nice because that means we get a level every couple hours. There is level 75 Hunter. It takes like 2 to 3 weeks of birdhouses to actually get a level here, but we're up to 75. I thought 75 was the level for birdhouses, but it's actually 74 and I got it like 2 weeks ago. But I'm probably not going to do too many magic birdhouse runs. Just not worth the time it takes to get the logs. 94 farming. Wow, 800k XP for the next level. That is going to take me quite a while to get. Nothing really unlocked. I'm just waiting for 96 farming at this point, because once you get to 96, you can high boost to 99, and with 99, I can plant unlimited amounts of spirit trees. So it's finally here. I have ran out of herb seeds. Well, I haven't fully ran out, but I'm nearing the end of my stash. if we look at the herb seeds between Irit and Lantidime here, as these are the ones that I can reliably get good secondaries, and additionally Snapdragon, we're basically really low with like 3, 1, 2, 5. The only big one is Irit, just because you get so many of them from farming contracts. I've picked up a lot of herbs. If we just scroll through here, that is over 1 million herblore experience, excluding having to get the secondary ingredients and make all the vials. Probably like 1.2 million experience here, but that is not enough to get 83. I'm still like 300k short. And to supplant myself, I am going to be turning in these spirit seeds. I still need to keep 5 extra to plant all the spirit seeds and have 1 for my house. But for now, I can turn in these 17 and they act as a tier 5 hard contract pack, meaning I get a ton of great seeds from it. So all you do is use it on Guildmaster Jane. And would you like to trade in? We'll do 5 at a time just for inventory management. And there is the end of our pack opening. Went off pretty well. Like, that's another 100 herb seeds total. Most of them are irits. Just shows how many more irits you get than every other herb seed. But if we put them all in here, we've replenished it up a little bit. And this should be enough now for me to be able to bank myself up to 83 herblore alongside the Hairlanders. We also picked up a fair share of farming XP in the forms of tree and fruit seeds and hardwood seeds. Like, I definitely have 99 banked here. I just need to consistently make them into saplings and actually do farm runs. And here it is. 94 crafting. It's been a long week and a half for me to get this done. Initially, I think I had about 60,000 molten glass before I started this, so 60 to under 1,000, and I've replenished my seaweed enough by doing herb runs and seaweed runs that I almost have like 98 crafting banked if I were to go get the sand. I'll probably not go back into crafting until I can get all the way up to 99. Now the next problem is the fact that I don't own an onyx currently, and my cash stack is all the way down to 750k, so I'm unable to just go buy 30k chaos runes and turn it into an onyx. So we're going to have to find a different way to get that onyx to make that zenite. In order to get the onyx, I've decided to come back to the Barrows minigame. I still need to complete a full set in order to get the Mauritania Elite Diary done. Closest is Carol's, which I'm 3 out of 4, and then both Darox and Verax, I'm at 2 out of 4. As a side goal, we'll pick up the onyx by getting 30k chaos runes. That's a quick start. Guthan's plate body. I forget if that's new. That is new. So we're now at 3 different sets at 2 out of 4. Well, there's another duplicate. A second Carol's crossbow. Does it even alch for anything? 100k alch. That's actually not half bad to get. Okay, back-to-back weapons. We got the Aram staff. Very good. Ooh, that's my second Darox axe. I think at least. Axe number 3, back-to-back item. Darox Great Axe number 4, third in this journey. If only I could wield all of them at once, then maybe it would actually be a good weapon without the set effect. Ooh, Guthan's War Spear. Is that a new? I think that's a duplicate, based on my history of when I did Barrows like 6 months ago. No, it is not. We now have 3 out of 4 pieces on Guthan, so Guthan Chain Skirt or Carol Leather Skirt to finish the Elite Diary. Yo, another great axe. What the hell? I've gotten 4 in the past 24 hours. Ooh, that's a Verax item. Oh, that is Verax item number 3, I think. I suck at remembering what items I do and don't have. Yep, Verax item number 3. So we just need the Verax Brassard to complete that set. So we are 1 of 3 items away. So it's about like a 1 in 114 to complete a full Barrow set. Wrong Carol's piece. Another Carol's coif. I don't think that's a good alch, but oh well. Duplicate Guthan's plate body. And some good runes. Hopefully that's good alch. Yeah, 168k alch. Like, I'm gonna have a lot of bonus alchs with all the duplicates I've had. There it is. This is going to be the last chest of barrows we do in this mini grind. I'm up to 29.1k chaos runes, and that is enough chaos runes to get myself a nice little onyx. I also now have my blood rune stack up to 17k and my death rune stack up to about 16k. And 162k mine runes, but I have no idea if those are going to be useful. I know they used to be used for ZMI, but now we have Guardians of the Rift. And a couple minutes of spam clicking later, we're able to purchase our Onyx. That is the second Onyx we've gotten. And I think for future Onyxes, I'm probably going to do the same thing, continue going to barrows until we complete a collection. If we look, we have 3 out of 5, or 3 out of 4 on 3 of the sets. So it's about a 1 in 100 chance of completing a barrow set on every chest at loot. We'll get that diary step done, as getting all diaries done is something I want to do on this account. But once we get past that, we'll look towards Zulrah and other ways of getting an Onyx, such as just buying the 30k Chaos Runes from the Varrock shop, instead of worrying about farming them up ourselves. One Zenite necklace. I did decide to make the Anguish first, just because it'll help us make the other ones in the future. But we need to boost up to 93 magic, so I'm going to use these magic potions I have left over, cast level 7 enchant, and now we have a necklace of anguish. So what difference does it have to the fury? It has plus 5 range strength, which is going to be really nice, and plus 5 range accuracy, but we lose basically all the defensive bonuses and all the attack bonuses of the fury for the other styles. So basically, I am going to have the Anguish on when I'm ranging, and then the Fury on the rest of the time. But let's finally go do this Black Demon task that I've had for about 2.5 weeks now. Hey, 88 Slayer, woo, a level, I hate demonic gorillas, yay, let's get a Zenite. No, but in all seriousness, that's 88 Slayer. I have 63 more to go on this task, and these tasks always drain me so much. Just takes forever to do, and it's a lot of high intensity gameplay. And this is going to be the end of the demonic gorilla task, and of course I get a supply drop on the very last kill. Unfortunately, no Zenite, not even a rare, like, didn't get anything from the rare table, no new items. And we killed 202 black demons. I'm going to put the loot on screen here, but I got 5.4 mil total, and I think about like 2.2 of that is easy alchables, and then a lot of extra seeds, tree seeds. I don't really need them because I have over 100 farming bank from farming contracts already, but hey, they're nice to have. But this is going to be the end of the episode. We did a lot this episode. We got 94 crafting. We did about 150 to 200 barrows. Didn't complete a set, but we got some new uniques and got ourselves closer to that elite diary task being done. And most of all, we got a necklace of anguish. I'm 3 XP off level 75, and that's just going to be a sneak peek to next episode. If you like the series, consider subscribing. If you like the video, consider dropping a like, but past that, have a good day, and I'll catch you on the next one.